So 60 seconds on the clock. We're gonna do, again, flex extend, okay? Palms facing back to start. 3, 2, 1, flex extend. Flex extend, good. If your wrists feel a little, let's say wonky or maybe a little just kind of like disoriented after that stretch, that's totally normal. You'll feel good in about 15, 20 seconds here of moving through that big range of motion. Okay, so big flex extend, all the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Again, good. I'm more of a wanderer, but if you want to stay in place and try to work on your posture while you move your hands, that works for me too. Good. You don't need a lot of tension in your body to do this. Okay, 3, 2, we're going to turn our palms forward, all the way up, all the way down. Whoo, this burns. Good. It's back. It's back. It's back. Good. I love these moves, guys, because you can get just a tremendous amount of blood flow and circulation into areas that may be kind of stiff, maybe kind of tight, and may not get a lot of that movement throughout the course of the day. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do big circles in, big circles in, big circles in. Okay, big circles in. Oof. Good. So I'm fully flexing my palm, fully extending my palm. So I have all that activation in the forearm, but I'm doing a big, big, big circle. Good. Try to make the movement happen at just the wrist and the hand and don't let it carry up here into the shoulders. I can feel myself getting kind of tight through my delts, through my rotator cuff. I don't want that. Okay. But what that goes to show is that a lot of effort down at the hands can carry up into your arms and your neck like we talked about at the beginning. And if you work on the computer a lot or you're doing a lot of heavy weightlifting or some training with us, then you might want to avoid that. We might want to work on just keeping it isolated more to the area that it needs to be. Good. 10 seconds, guys, and then we're going to go out to in. So we're going to go the other direction. 5, 4, 3, this burns, 2, and 1. Other direction. Other direction. Good. Big range of motion. Big range of motion. Take your time here for a second, guys. You don't need to go quite as fast on these. You're just really trying to work your your wrist through a huge range of motion. Okay, and as you start to get a little bit more pumped, all right, you'll lose a little range of motion, okay? You lose the ability to contract as much and get as big of a range as you could. Okay, all the way up, all the way down. Big circle, big circle. Shit. Reach your arms to the ground. Good, breathe really big. 10 seconds. Good, 5, 4. Awesome, guys. What we're gonna do now is an upper limb figure 8. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like and then we'll go kind of smooth through it. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So what we're gonna be doing is start with your pinkies on your chest, your elbows on the wide parts of your body, your shoulders relaxed. All right, start with this position. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my pinkies in, reach my fingers forward now. And then as I pull back, I'm gonna pull back and in, rotate, push away. Pinkies now to the sky. Pinkies rotate all the way in. Forward and in. Palms face away. Palms face away. And then I rotate through that full range of motion. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna go 60 seconds here. Rotate, pull, rotate, pull, rotate. Breathe. Breathe big back through your ribs. Good. And try to relax here. Pull those elbows back, up and around. Elbows back, up and around. Good. You got 25, 30 seconds left. Elbows back, up and around. Curl your arms and then all the way forward. Bicep curl, tricep extension there. Bicep curl, tricep extension. Rotate. 5, 4, a little bit more is going to be burning here now than just the forearms, but we needed to get the forearms kind of integrated back to the rest of the shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. All right, shake that out. We're going to go back to the floor. All right, let's go ahead again. Put the tops of our hands on the ground. Okay, get really heavy through the top side of your hands. Elbows nice and straight. Now, instead of turning my biceps inward, I'm going to turn them outward. excuse me, I'm gonna turn my biceps so they disappear. Okay, so if there's a camera in front of me, which there is, then I don't wanna show my biceps to the camera. I'm gonna show my biceps towards me, all right? Now 90 seconds on the clock, biceps facing me, elbows straight. I'm just gonna start to lean back and I'm just gonna get a general stretch through my wrist and my forearm. If it doesn't feel like any super specific muscle, guys, that's okay. If it does, and maybe you have like, a little golfer's elbow, then that's also okay. And just breathe. I want to really try to reach my wrist into the floor. Lengthen through my spine. Breathe really big through my body. Keep rotating my bicep towards me. Elbows straightened, long spine. And just breathe. Again, guys, it takes a while to get conditioning in your wrist to make this comfortable for more than 15, 20 seconds. So no problem at all with doing 15, 20 seconds and then taking a 10-second break, shaking it out and coming back to it. Again, you don't want to kill it. So you should be able to lift your knuckles off the ground. Okay, you should be able to lift your fingers off the ground. There shouldn't be any weight through those structures at all. It should be all through the top part of your hand. Good. Now to come out of this, go forward, bend your elbows, and then gently rock back onto your knees, putting the weight onto your legs. Take a second. Shake out your arms. Beautiful. Now, last time, guys, we're going to turn our fingers back with our palms on the ground. And I want you to try to really rotate those arms so that your fingers point all the way back. Okay, 90 seconds on the clock. Really big spread here. And I want my palm to get totally flat to the floor. So as much surface area as I can touch on the ground, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, as much as possible. Lengthen your body. Push your palms towards the floor, lengthen through your head, ribs back to the sky. And now I just start to gently sit my butt back. And I breathe. Imagine that you want to grip the floor with your fingers, and then imagine the opposite where you just totally relax your grip. I want you to totally relax your grip here. Again, you don't want to have any pain. You just want to have a nice general stretch through the forearm here. Pushing your elbows slightly forward, pushing your forearm slightly forward, finding that stretch as you just easy sit back towards your hips. Good. Now rock forward all the way to your palms. You can bend your arms a little bit. Easy come out of that. Perfect. Okay, good guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our shoulder decompression, okay? We're going to do it standing here so we can really allow some blood flow into our hands. So we're going to grab our sandballs and we're going to put those up high on our armpits. I have my sandballs here, all right? You should have seen that in your home exercise kit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them up really high on my armpits, okay? So that they're directly on the sides of my body. So what I'm doing here is I'm using the sandball almost as a wedge between my shoulder girdle, so my collarbone, my shoulder blade, and then my arm and my rib cage, all right? Put it up high there. Beautiful, and just stand. All right, so if you feel like you're an imposter bodybuilder, you're doing it right, okay? You want the sandballs, again, up as high as you can possibly get them. And what I want you to do is I first want you to find your stack. So my stack is my pelvis over my ankles. Remember, my ankles are in the back part of my foot, not the front, so I'm not out here. my rib cage over my pelvis, and my head over my ribs. And what I'm gonna have you do, guys, for the next 3 minutes is I really want you to just focus on a very slow, intentional, deep breathing, not rushing the inhale and definitely not rushing the exhale, focusing on a slow exhale. As I breathe in, I try to feel my hands relax and open up. As I exhale, I try to feel length through my collarbones. So it's like my collarbones are spreading east and west. Good, my hands are relaxed. I'm not gripping anything. I'm breathing outward into the sandballs. Good, guys. You've all been in grade school, right? And you used to kind of blow up the surgical gloves, right? And you used to, make like we do it for Thanksgiving. We paint them and whatever, and all the fingers would inflate, right? Well, now your fingers need to inflate with the blood flow that you just created. So what I want you to do is I really want you to focus on your hands relaxing into an opened position, not curled up tight here on my phone or on the keyboard. But I really want my hands and my fingers to be able to spread and relax. And I'm not doing it with muscle, I'm doing it by letting go of tension. So really try to feel your fingertips get heavy to the ground. As my fingertips get heavy, my palms can relax. I can let go of the barbell. I can let go of my phone. I can let go of the keyboard. And I spread through my collarbones. Got about 60 seconds left here. Really let your arms get heavy on the inhale, feeling the sandballs kind of slide down to your ribs as you breathe in big. Exhale, lengthen through the collarbones. Inhale, let the hands and shoulders fall down. Exhale, spread through the collarbones. One more deep breath, guys. Really try to breathe out into the sandballs, if I'm trying to push the sandballs away with my air. My arms fall heavy to my sides, my hands really relax. Beautiful. Finish that exhale. Awesome, guys. All right. Let's get into the T6 Eldoa. So I'm going to show you guys from the side. Have a seat on your butt. You're going to crisscross your ankles, okay? Whatever way is comfortable for you is fine. All right? Just as long as they're not jammed underneath your butt, okay? I don't have to worry about that because I'm not flexible enough to put them under my butt. All right? But I want them maybe 6-8 inches away from your pelvis. Okay, you're gonna put your hands on your shins, okay, just below your knee, And I want you to square your shoulders here. Okay, for the next 60 seconds, we're gonna try to really work to lengthen our posture. So a lot of us struggle with the idea of having our ribs be back because we've been told to arch our chest for so long. What I want you to do is I really want you to try to breathe back through your ribs with your rib cage and your pelvis perfectly stacked. So not arching my chest, not falling backwards on my pelvis. Everything is really vertical, and I'm getting very heavy through my hips to create more length through my spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Good, my head is back, my heart is back. My pelvis is square and everything is lengthening, pushing into the floor to create my height. Very slowly now, without losing the posture that you just worked to get, bring your hands together in front of your chest. Take a deep breath in, gently pushing your palms together to kind of almost round your upper back slightly. Head comes back so it's over your hips. Now take one deep breath in and we're going to touch the sky together. Keep your palms lightly touching. And now for 60 seconds, we work to touch the sky, pushing our pelvis into the ground, pushing our fingertips up. Keeping our head over our heart, keeping our heart over our ribs over our pelvis. Good, 30 seconds. Really try to keep your heart and your stomach back, guys. Don't let everything flare forward. I really struggle with that. Just breathe and lengthen. Push those arms, head back, stack, deep breath. Easy, bring the arms down. Keep the posture. Shake it out. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're all done. The hands and the forearms should feel nice now, and go off and have a good rest of your day. See you next time. Peace.